Hey there everyone. Today we'll be doing a run on No Man's Sky. We're gonna set up a new game. Sorry, I'm actually gonna remove one of these. I ended up playing a little bit of the expedition just to get an idea of what it was gonna start. I did like 1 even hour on it, but I was trying to see hold middle mouse to delete. There we go. And confirm. Okay, let's get a new game of Adrift. So No Man's Sky does these expeditions where for certain lengths of time, sometimes I think it can change, but they'll do set runs where it'll have its own unique set of challenges or different scenarios and that kind of thing. Well, what kind of drew my interest to this one is that it's called Adrift, and there's supposedly, reading through the description of it, there's not really any NPCs like as far as the Korvax or the other two races like the Gek. I can't remember the last one. I think they're the Viking. That apparently there's not any of those guys around. So I'm a little curious to see how it works then. And I think they, in their news post or something on Steam, you could probably find it, but I'm pretty sure that they're talking something about like they wanted to try and recreate the initial experience at launch of this game, which if you were there for it was a little bit of a headache. It wasn't quite what we were probably all expecting. There was definitely a lot of I don't know, like bugs and stuff with the different creatures as they'd be walking around. They'd like mess with the terrain or whatnot, or you get like really weird looking creatures and stuff. But it's been a long time since then, and they've done all kinds of different expeditions and updates and improvements to the game that I haven't played it a lot in probably about maybe a year or two. So maybe even more than that. I don't know. I'd have to look at my Steam time or whatever, but I'm pretty interested to see this one because they were saying that they kind of wanted to recreate that feeling of being super alone at the initial launch of the game, just because that's just the feeling you got whenever you would load in, make a new character, and like start trying to play it whenever it first released. So they tried to do that, but also with all of their improvements, their polish and everything, and then actually put a story a little bit into it. I think anyway. We'll see. This is taking a long time to load. It just normally does. If you ever hit a new game or whatnot, it takes quite a while. You just fly through all these different planets and stuff. The ones you see named, I'm pretty sure are ones that people have actually visited. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. I know at least back whenever I first played it at launch, that we would try to get to the center as quick as we could. So we wouldn't go from like one star to the next star to the next, like all in a little group. We would take our hyperdrive and jump as far as we possibly could to try and just leapfrog our way closer and closer to the center. I never did make it to the center. I think I ended up losing interest at the time because, like I said, it was a little bit of a rocky start, but I believe I have a friend or two who did make it to the center. I'd have to ask them. It's also been a long time since we've talked about it too, but it looks like it finally loaded. So let's go ahead and start.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization. Life support systems activated.
That worm came up like right next to me. I'm alive. looks like we have a very barren planet here.
Aerial propulsion jetpack online. Multi-tool and mining laser attachment.
The other reason I wanted to like slightly play it just for a little bit before I recorded it and whatnot is because it took me a long time to remember the controls of this thing, of this whole game. Like, let's see. So it's going to talk about it's really going to treat this like a brand new game in the sense that it's going to show you all the tutorials and whatnot. There's that worm. But so right now it's saying you can go into here and swap over to Expedition, and since this is a limited time thing, there'll be rewards and stuff that you can keep, but you have to progress far enough to get them. So my first mission is to locate the starship. So I'll click that, get it out of the way. So my starship says it's that way, and it's 770 units that direction. Before we get there though, we're gonna need some of these materials and stuff. So, before we just start blasting into the terrain, let's at least know what we're looking at. No, that one, no, that one. Is this one scanned? Nope. It gives you a little bit of units each time you scan something. This will be really important later on. But for now, what it does is it lets you mine 2 different materials out of a rock. So a majority of it will be ferrite dust, but you'll get a tiny little trickle of oxygen now that you've scanned it. But we're gonna need this for fuel to go anywhere. We also need it to construct deuterium. I'm pretty sure. I could be a little bit mistaken on the names. It's kind of a lot to take in again. Alright, so we got that. I do know we'll need these rocks. They're ferrite dust because we'll need to craft some metal plates, and I'll show you how to do it here in a second. I'm just trying to get enough. Don't crush me. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we got a little bit of that. I do know we will need copper. So let's go ahead and get a lot of this. In the practice run I did of this, I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I couldn't remember the controls. I didn't know what I was looking for. It was mainly a lot of wasted time, just because it was taking me a long time to just remember how the game worked. So I figured instead of sharing all that content of not knowing what to do, I figured that'd probably be a little annoying to watch. So I decided I'd kind of take a stab at remembering everything and then kind of just quickly show you how I normally start. Now that I remember the controls and whatnot. Alright, I think we got a good start on that. So the ship is that way. Do you have anything on the way we can get? One that it keeps moving around, it's hard to see. Let's go to there. So one thing you'll notice is that running to these different places is going to take a long time. Because we're on a big planet, we're just a little guy, you know, humble beginnings and everything, but one little trick you can do, like if I really wanted to get to that, and in a rush to save time, you can sprint at it, but if you melee and jump at the same time, you can jetpack over to it. That's a trick that I think has been in since the start of the game. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've played this, so a lot of my memories are a little hazy, but pretty sure it was. let's go ahead and get some of this copper here. This might be enough for us to go ahead and sprint on over to the ship and see what we can do with it. I would just rather get all the materials on the front end than run over to the ship and then realize, oh, I should have picked all this stuff up on the way over there. So I'm just trying to maybe save time. I don't know. It's just kind of right here and I can't help myself. The dwarf mind of seeing minerals and wanting them. Alright. So, if you were just to sprint there, it would take forever, but let's do this little melee trick and get over there a little quicker. And you don't want to just slam the space button down and just waste all the jetpack. You want to kind of just hit it in bursts. Just make sure you leave yourself a little bit right before you touch the ground. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of this carbon too. Oh, weapon charge. So, when you run out of mining beam, or really anything, you can press tab, or whatever key it is. I think it's tab by default. I could be wrong. But you'll go up to multi-tool. Or if you're on PlayStation, it's of course, you know, it's the controller. I'm playing on PC. But you go to your multi-tool, hit this, and this may be a little bit to look at, but it's showing you the two different items that you can use to fill the fuel bar of this. And parentheses is your total amount. So for instance, let's start with the oxygen. If you were to use the oxygen, it would take all 13 of it, and it won't completely replenish it. It's going to replenish it up to 32%, is what this little table says. But if I were to use this condensed carbon from that red rock I just mined, I have a total of 112. And it'll only take 27, and it says it'll take it to 100%. So that's what we're going to want to do.
Technology recharge.
And then we can finish mining the rest of this condensed carbon. One other thing I forgot to mention is that this is PC controls, of course, but there's a button, I press C, and it'll scan everywhere. One thing we need is oxygen. Let's go ahead and go to this one. This looks like the closest. Is that a person? I think that is a person. Look at that guy. Well, it's shaking, but yeah, I didn't even know you could see other people. But you totally can. There's another dude right there. That's way cool. What is that? Magnetized ferret. We will need that. So he's probably on the same boat as us, you could say. He's probably looking to try and get some minerals and whatnot. Oh, there's more people. I had no idea. Alright, let's do another scan. Let's run over to this oxygen. So oxygen is used to replenish your life support. With no life support, you ain't gonna make it. You won't make it very far, at least. Alright, let's see. I think that's a good amount for now. Look at that guy go. He's being weird too. Alright, so we made it to the starship. Let's go ahead and... yeah. So that's... huh. We have... his ship is way different than mine. Alright, let's see. So first thing we want to do, save and chart. It kind of does a force save, so you don't lose everything. Oh wait, forgot exosuit, please. All right, there we go. Little boxes will have some minerals in it. There we go. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay, so the pattern here, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 4 is 24, 24 times 5 is 120, 120 times 6 is 720. There's a bunch of little things like that, but that's probably the easiest one. They didn't even show it to me. It just like froze for a second. Oh, distress beacon is that way. Alright. So we're gonna want to go that way. But first things first, we're gonna need to search the rest of these buildings. I just like coming in here and spamming on everything. It'll give you little knickknacks and whatnot. Let's see. There. We had everything that had. Now we come over here and let's see what we need to fix it. Well, we're gonna need more magnetized ferrite, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and open the rewards. That's telling us we did the next thing. Install an advanced mining laser.
Technology installed.
So we have the copper for it, but we don't have the metal plating or hermetic seal. So to make it, you come to your exosuit, come down here to cargo, and then it gives you a few options, but you want to left click to make something. And from that oxygen we grab, we can make that hermetic seal, and then it needs that metal plate. So you just use this arrow, you can see more options, go to metal plate. Now we've got one of each. So now we'll go back to multi-tool and we'll finish installing this technology. Oh, sorry. Actually need a second one. Then go to multi-tool and fix it. So there we go. That's installed. That doesn't cost anything, but it improves the laser. What else? Pre-packaged teleporter receiver unit. So these, because it's pre-packaged, I think you can just install it. Just hold E and then set it up here. And then there you go. Alright, so let's see what we need to fix this. Starship. Hermetic seal and metal plating, so that'll be easy for the pulse engine. We just do, well, hold on. Skip. Then yes, that'll come up from every time you complete it and every time you go to the next one or whatever. Alright. Hermetic seal, metal plating. Come back over here. We do this again. We need more rock. Someone's angered the life creatures. Don't you come near me. I didn't do anything. So we'd seen earlier, we need more magnetized ferrite. That's trying to be as quick as I can, but this is definitely not a speed run. It's all way far out there. Let's go get this one just to make sure we have enough. Yeah, and if you saw my other video, the Tarkov one, we finally got that working Memorial Day weekend, but there was a little caveat to it. We got it working, and I recorded a good little session of it, of our adventures and stuff in there, and that first match was us playing on Ground Zero and whatnot that I uploaded onto YouTube. Well, that one session worked out fine. But after that was a different story, because apparently I had hit the wrong button or forgot to hit the someone that apparently I misinput, and I did not record any of the audio apparently from either my end or their end, the buddies I was playing with. So that was a little bit of a pain. It's like, well, now I got one video up, but I don't have any more. So that was a headache, but I realized what was wrong and fixed it from there. It just might be a little bit before I get the next Tarkov video out. And I saw that this came out, and I was like, I really do want to take a break and check this out. Alright, let's see. We need more oxygen and metal plating. But I think we got enough to put a little bit into the ship. Yeah, we got enough magnetized ferrite for it. And then we need more metal plates. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more. Lot more rock. Let's see. Let's get some. Oh well, actually, this is unscanned. There we go. Get as much of this as we can carry. I think the other thing we need at some point is we need sand, which is a little bit of a get off my screen. Which is a little bit of a new thing for me. I think you just mine into the ground, and you get silicate powder. Whoever comes over here from the little area, the little people, whatnot, if they haven't already left, are just gonna see this hole in the ground. They're gonna be like, "What is that guy doing?" I'm getting sand. I'm getting sand. All right. That should be enough, and then I go over there and it's not enough, so I'm going to get a little bit more this time. Because as much as I like the worms, it kind of, you know, the sound they make and the screen shaking is a little much after a while. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, do you mind, sir? Hopefully that's enough. We'll see. So we can go ahead and fix the pulse engine. What do we need for this? We need deuterium. It's trying to make me build metal plates in there. I want to build them in... Wait, do I? In here? Yeah, in here. Because I need them for this. And I need more oxygen, which kind of is a problem on this planet. Because you have to find the little plants that have oxygen. The troublesome part of that is everyone else around here has probably already eaten them. Let's see if we can't get a little bit. I ain't going back without 200 oxygen. So that fortunately that one was ready. Let's scan, try and go to this one. Alright, we got that one. I hope the next one's not far. Oh no, the next one is far. I don't even see it. Alright. Let's just pick a direction and just start going, I guess. Not get crushed by the giant worm. Alright, good. So, fortunately, we chose a good direction. There's a little bit of oxygen out here. How many worms are over there? I turn around now, I lost the plant. There it is. You know, I think I just realized I haven't scanned one of them yet. There we go. Don't crush me now. I'm just a little man. That. Get some of this carbon. That's under the ground. I don't want to mine to it. Come on, scanner. We got work to do. says more O2 over there. You worms are going crazy. Oh wow, this is awesome. Look at all this. So we got super lucky with this. We don't have to run around with... What am I stuck on? There we go. We don't have to run around with our heads cut off trying to find more oxygen. We got a whole field of it. What? Well, I hope these grow back quickly for the next person. Alright, let's get back to our ship. Alright, we're back. Now. Oh no, we need 4 more ferrite. No, that's not good. I thought we had enough. Scan. I need 4 more, which is like nothing. So even if it's a used deposit, like if someone came by and mined the crap out of it, then I'm pretty sure I would still be able to get enough to survive off of. Is everything else in there? It is. Yeah, that's done. Alright. Is there like 4 in here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. We have barely enough to get out of here. Oh, my life support's about to drain out. Get some of that oxygen in there. Delicious oxygen. Oh, that guy's leaving. He took his ship and he's gone. He's gone. He's done with it. What the crap? I'm walking here. All right, let's go ahead and get that in there. Is it in there? Oh, okay, it's repaired, I guess. Being weird. And then deuterium. So deuterium, you have to physically make. You have to come into your personal refiner we just made. Gotta provide an energy source. And then we need to make deuterium, which I know is dihydrogen. I think it's sand. Silica powder? Deuterium. Yep, that'll be it. I forget how much it said, but I'd just like to make 100 of it. Because I know it's not over 100. And then we should be able to get off this rock. Oh, oops. I wasn't even looking at it. 114. Exosuit, exosuit, and exosuit. Then we go back to the ship, put the deuterium in it. Alright. So we have that put in there. Launch your ship and head to the stars. Wrong. Get back in there. So we want to take off. Oh, here we go. So normally, to complete this little mission, you would just fly up into the atmosphere and leave out and that kind of thing. We want to do something a tiny bit different. We activated a distress beacon. So I want to fly over to it. It will be quicker if we get out of the atmosphere though. It says left the planet. Well, we're actually going straight back down. I just wanted to check this out real quick. Sometimes these distress beacons can be pretty worthwhile, but sometimes they're not. So we're gonna do this just real quick. Ooh, and this is a little aside. If you find these little landing pads, definitely land there rather than... What am I doing? There we go. Land there rather than actually landing just on the ground. I'm pretty sure this saves you energy. So we haven't quite left the planet yet, but we're about to. I guess if you're doing like a walkthrough, if you have this up on the side, you could probably just, you know, just leave the planet, but... What is going on here? The distress beacon was here? Oh, no, no, no. I remember. Okay, this isn't the distress beacon. Habitable base, last edit. Oh, this is someone's little base. Oh, okay. Alright, well, the distress beacon's that way. Worm, I'm coming from here. Grab some of these stuff. Some of these things. Distress beacon destination reached. Is that it? That's all this was? Oh, here we go, distress beacon. Yeah, functioning technology. Economy scanner. That's neat. Alright, now we're gonna leave. Now we're gonna leave. That way we don't have to come back here. Let's get close enough where we can do this and we'll go. No! There we go. Alright, now we're gonna take off and let's leave the planet. And that's all there is to it. It doesn't take too long. Let's see, how long have I been recording? 40 minutes. Alright, well, either way, that's a quick start, I guess you could roughly say. So, in the next part, I'll be going to the next spot it wants me to go, which is the space station. I think that's it. Yeah, space station. Alright, that's where we'll go in the next one. Thanks everyone for watching.